and welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara O'Brien. Joining me this week are Ramesh Ranganathan, Sarah Pascoe, Rob Beckett, Ed Byrne, Hugh Dennis and Ed Gamble. We start with a round call. If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Ed, which category would you like?
Sport, please.
OK, the category is sport, and the answer is 33. What is the question?
Is it how many pages in a Game of Thrones script are just the word tits in massive letters?
And debt for the other 27 pages.
What is the emoticon for 2 women in a queue?
Is it the number of names that Prince Philip has for someone from the Indian subcontinent?
What's the retirement age in Athens? No?
Never underestimate the British desire to root for the underdog.
Yeah. Is it how many times at Wimbledon Lewis Hamilton said, "Do you know I am"?
Is it, as an Irish person living in Britain, what is the most hilarious house number I can have?
Oh, I know.
Is it the number of women I slept with in my 20s plus 32?
Is it how many children you have to qualify for a family ticket at Mormon Centre Parks?
Is it, after how many miles did one of the proclaimers ask if they were nearly there yet?
Surely they go, why are we both going? You're the only one who's going to shag her. Why am I joining you on this 500-mile journey?
You promised me she had a friend, is that right?
Is it, in bingo, which number is known as 2 juicy nutsacks?
But they're never looking for that to come out, are they?
Why do you have to qualify that they're juicy?
Well, if you... Because if you look at them, they are, aren't they?
You know?
They're plump.
What I'm saying is, if I was choosing an adjective, I'd go, like, hairless. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's why you're not allowed to call bingo anymore, mate.
Is that how you got sacked from your job as a teacher?
We're doing bingo again, kids!
Creepy bingo with Uncle Rahmet.
Is it, in the original script, how many times did you have to say Candyman before he appeared?
If a minicab says that it's 5 minutes away, how minutes...
Holy! Oh! Don't talk bad about Uber.
Well, here, the minicab industry has long fingers, isn't it? You don't know that today.
Well, from now on, I'm taking a black cab.
We'll just carry on. So easy for you to say. All right, OK. We're being shelled here.
I thought it was
Not a single request to check the rest of the bulbs.
What was really weird was how loud that noise was, and yet the light stayed on for ages afterwards.
It's very far away.
Is it...
Nothing has fallen down. Nothing
No
fell
glass,
down.
no shattering of glass.
Is it how many people are going to be sacked after that light explosion?
OK, does anyone actually tell me the correct answer so we can finish this thing and get somewhere safe?
Is it, at what age is Serena Williams now the oldest Wimbledon champion?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Well done, Ed. Yes. The question I was looking for was, how old is the new women's Wimbledon singles champion, Serena Williams? Williams, who turns 24 next month, became the oldest player to win Wimbledon in the open air when she defeated Spaniard Garbiñe Muguruza in the final on Saturday. Were you all watching Wimbledon? Do you enjoy Wimbledon this year?
I'm just a bit nervous of saying anything.
Yes. And how old was Federer? Federer didn't win, could have won at 33 as well.
He's 33, but he didn't win, did he?
He didn't win, no.
I feel sorry for Venus Williams. She's won Wimbledon 5 times and she's still not the best at tennis in our family.
Do
Do you think Serena just rubs it in as well on Christmas Day? You know, pass the potatoes, Serena. Well, you didn't have to pass it on the championship plate, did you?
That plate is for winners, Serena.
It's just about Federer, because it was even saying in the paper, if Federer had won, he would be the oldest Wimbledon champion. I'm going, yeah, but he didn't. That's not news. If I'd won, I'd have been the oldest Wimbledon champion.
I fancy her, but I find her a bit scary. She's so big and strong, isn't she? Imagine her grip. She'll pull it off.
Are you talking forehand or backhand here? What I'm wondering now is how you can say something like that and a light doesn't explode.
Djokovic, so he's the guy who won the men's.
Yeah.
And then he ate a tiny bit of grass. Did you see this? And and apparently he promised himself when he was a child that that's what he would do if he won Wimbledon. But I don't think that we should start keeping promises we made to ourselves as children. No. Or I would be living in an ice cream van, fattest ballerina in the world, married to my dad.
He's probably quite the catch. I've seen a documentary about that on Channel 5.
I do better.
The coverage of it was quite celeb heavy. They really have gone big on it.
What I really wanted to happen there, so Benedict Cumberbatch was watching and Hugh Grant was watching, and what I really wanted to happen was towards the end of the fourth set, when it was obvious that Djokovic was going to win, if Benedict Cumberbatch had turned across to Hugh Grant and said, I think that's it for Federer, and Hugh Grant replies, no shit, Sherlock.
Lovely moment. It would have been a lovely moment.
I have to say, I hated it when there's comedians in the audience, particularly when they're in the royal box, because my wife loves the tennis, absolutely, and she's glued to Wimbledon every year, and every time it cuts to the royal box, it's like Michael McIntyre or Stephen Fry is in there, I can just feel my wife's eyes on me, like, if you were just a bit funnier.
Who missed the men's final?
Oh, I love this story. Lewis Hamilton, he was like bragging on Instagram with pictures of the invitations to the royal box, and then there was this empty chair. And I think the commentators were, where's Lewis Hamilton? And apparently he turned up not in the right clothes. So I'm just picturing him, like, getting straight out of a racing car, wearing his helmet and wondering, like, walking up being like, what? And putting down his visor to hide his tears.
Yes, they were the clothes you arrived in. He wasn't wearing a jacket and he wasn't wearing a tie.
Why did he have to miss the whole match, though? Because if anyone can drive home quickly and grab a tie and come back...
You know, he can change in 7.8 seconds. I mean, we've got the right team around him.
It's just royal etiquette, though, isn't it?
He's all very well laughing at Lewis Hamilton, because we know Lewis Hamilton, but this is us then coming down on the side of the man going, I don't care who you are. You're the world driving champion. Well, I'm the subhead of the Royal Box Seating Committee. So, who's got the real power now, Mr. Vroom Vroom?
There's a lot of royal etiquette like that. So it is a royal rule that you are never allowed to turn your back on the Queen. You know that? I don't know why. She's very unlikely to nick anything.
She's making it very difficult for her chauffeur.
Yes.
Does she sit on his lap?
Exactly.
Maybe it's not having your back to the Queen, it's turning your back to the Queen. Like maybe she had a really bad experience with a kebab rotisserie. Yeah. She doesn't want it brought back, the memory.
She'd struggle if she went on The Voice.
In other news, what new tax are doctors demanding?
It's on sugary drinks, isn't
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh, yeah, 20% tax they want on added to all of the drinks, fizzy drinks. That's just exactly what you said. Yes. just in case anyone missed that.
Sarah Pascoe, she looks at the stories behind the headlines.
I think this is to do with the 20% tax on sugary drinks.
They want to use the tax money they've raised to reduce the price of fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
Do you know, which is just such a crap idea, because 20% off a turnip doesn't make a turnip any more attractive.
What? 70 pence?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I'll have some cauliflower instead.
Well, they say it's because of obesity, innit, and tooth decay, and I'm on 16 cans of Coke a day just to get mine smaller.
Teeth, and you need to stop putting yourself down.
No,
really beautiful teeth.
They're ridiculous. part of the problem is that, you know, the reason that kids don't care about their teeth anymore is that tooth fairy money has gone up so ridiculously that there's no incentive for kids to keep their teeth anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to get kids going, yeah, I've got £3 in cash and 50 quid, but it's all tied up in my mouth.
I don't
Did
think
your
it's
tooth fairy pay in euros or pounds in your house?
I pay them in pounds because they
'Cause
live
you
in
live here.
London. That would be unnecessarily
depending on how far.
confusing. I mean, you go, guten news! Angela the Tooth Fairy.
I remember arguing with my dad about the value of my tooth as a child. I'd lost a tooth, and my dad said, how much do you think the tooth fairy's going to give you for that? I go, I'd say 50p. And I was going, I don't think that tooth is worth 50p. I think that tooth is worth about 20p. And I remember saying to my dad, well, it's not up to you, it's up to the tooth fairy. But do you know, my dad correctly predicted.
Very wise, your dad. Very wise, your dad.
I mean, I don't think this is that bad, because my uncle's got no teeth and he's fat and he's quite happy. But it's probably the meth.
Get that round point for the rock, Sarah Bullock. Now we play a round called Grand Slam. Thank you, ma'am. This game involves Rob Beckett and Ed Gamble, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's have a look at the first topic. First topic is health.
I had to have my penis looked at. By a doctor. I didn't just wake up one morning and go, oh, more people should be looking at this, quite frankly. I used to spend an hour a day at my bedroom window with it pressed up against the glass. It was a scary experience having to go to the doctors. I thought I should build up the courage to get down there and have it looked at. Well, I went in there, my courage flew out the window like a little bird. Because as soon as I went in there, I found out that the doctor who I had an appointment with was a lady doctor. Now, I obviously don't have a problem with ladies being doctors. In fact, give them the vote, that's what I say. But there is a worry if there's a lady poking round down there. In that context, what if your nethers decide, ooh, think it's time to go to work? Luckily, then, I remembered I'm not an Alsatian whose lipstick pops out at the slightest whiff of an undercarriage. I needn't have worried because she was a good doctor, she was a great doctor. She put me at ease straight away using one word. This is what she said. She said, OK, Mr Gamble, just go behind that curtain there and pop it out for me. There's the word pop. Now, pop is a lovely word. As soon as I heard that word, I knew everything was going to be fine because she was not expecting anything big in that area at all. Because the word pop is reserved for very small things. No one has ever said, come in, help me, pop the elephant in the van, have they? So I was relaxed. Better than me going in there and her saying, OK, just heave yourself out your trousers for me. Just haul yourself out the front of your trews. Just swing yourself over in my direction. Maybe I can bring out this Shire horse and he can drag your junk over towards my workstation. Or open this corner cupboard and bring out a team of pantomime dwarves who can shoulder your meat and waddle it over towards me, like pallbearers at a weird circus cock funeral. Thank you.
Good job. OK, that leaves us with Rob. Let's see what we've been left with for a topic. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is growing up.
Yeah, I've had a big year. I've been growing up, got married. And I live with her as well. We're doing nice. I like it. It's exciting. She's pretty happy about the marriage, though. She's got a passport now, so. But it's weird though. Like when you you grow up and you get like your friends all getting couples and stuff like that. They always go like, why don't we do Come Dine With Me? No. If we're going to do a television programme, let's do Total Wipeout. It's much more fun, isn't it? I don't want to just cook more. And it's weird, though, because my mum did different things when she was growing up. She used to do Tupperware parties. And these don't exist. This is where groups of grown women used to buy and sell lumps of plastic. Like, what kind of night-in's that? And, like, the only thing that ever got bought at a Tupperware party was a big bowl, going to be used for salads in the summer, just turned into the house sick bowl. Everyone's got one of these horrible bowls in their house. It's a bowl you keep in your house, so every member of your family's been sick in at least once. What kind of life's that for the bowl? He's at the Tupperware party, I'm a big bowl, going to see some salads in my time. No, mate, sick forever. But the thing is, as well, like, I used to come home from the pub, not even going to be sick, just a bit pissed, and Mum goes, get in the sick bowl, you need the sick bowl. Get it. I don't need the sick bowl, Mum. But I get the bowl, I look in it, get flashbacks, I'm sick everywhere. There's been 3 generations of sick in that bowl. It's the closest thing we've got to an heirloom.
Well done, very good. Well done, both of you. Points for both Rob and Ed. Come on back. The next round is called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topic and image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teams, who is this and why were they in the news this week?
Is he saying, in Greece, we play air bouzouki?
I think he's probably saying, that referendum, Alexander, that was a pointless answer.
I think he's saying, I know we're in a lot of debt, but at least can I just have some water?
Come on, people. Come on.
I think he might actually be saying the worst thing is that the Germans have made me stand in this top hat.
It looks a bit like Angela Merkel's playing the piano while he sings. Sing for me.
This is how you should earn back the money.
Yeah.
Sing it again.
He looks to me, he actually looks at me, and even though Angela Merkel is looking at him, he looks at me like he's just got there and just like, I'll give that a few minutes about it. It's all this Greek food I eat.
or he's just going, sorry, can anyone pay for the cabbie? He's just waiting outside.
Hurry up, meter's running.
He'll explode a light if you don't pay him. Nice to see Angela Merkel letting her guard down, though, isn't it? Okay.
Come on, she's chilled out. She's dressed as a minion.
Very ironically, Angela Merkel dresses a minion. Yes, after almost 17 hours of talks in Brussels, a tenuous agreement between the EU and Greece has been reached. A long, all-night thing, all-night thing. The tensest moment, by the way, of the all-night thing is when they went, oh, my God, I'm exhausted. Could somebody get me a sugary drink? And said, yeah, but that's another 20% of the tax. You'll never be free of this.
They were all-night talks, and what they kept referring to them in the papers as marathon talks, which really just hammers it home for the Greeks. That's a big cruel irony there.
Yeah,
exactly. Marathon talks, because the Battle of Marathon, the Greeks won.
They did. Well, it wasn't them, was it? It was 2 bits of... It was Athens versus Sparta, wasn't it?
They were versus the Persians.
Oh, OK, they were versus the Persians.
Yeah, at the Battle of Marathon.
I'd be on that team. It's boring over here.
Really is. And you know the various terms of the deal?
Every time I read about it, there's mentions of the Eurozone, which just sounds like something from the Crystal Maze, and I get all excited.
Yeah, they're bringing that back. All of Greece has been turned into the set for...
It's the most desperate final round ever, as they just grab
all
Euros
Greece
out of the
You've 30 seconds to save your economy.
They're proper struggling, though, Greece, aren't they? Like, you can get, like, flights and holidays dirt cheap. I went down to local Sainsbury's, got Moussaka, 40p.
They keep saying things like, oh, holidaymakers in chaos. I think it's pronounced Kavos.
Ezra, who broke out in style this week?
In style.
The Mexican fella.
The Mexican fella. He's mysteriously known. They call me the Mexican fella. What? Here in Mexico? How does that distinguish you from anyone else in this country?
That's why he's so hard to catch.
The Mexican drug lord.
So,
Look at him. Looks like Super Mario.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
It was an amazing escape, wasn't it? He built a tunnel. At least the tunnel was
he
dug.
didn't build a tunnel.
Well, it was dug towards the prison, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
it was a kilometre long. It had lights. It had electricity. It had a track in it.
it had a track. It had a Costa coffee.
He can do whatever he likes. He's a billionaire drug kingpin. He is so cocky.
He's a kingpin.
That is his passport photograph. So what are you going to do?
Why have you put wanted across it? Is it as if someone's watching Mock the Week and going, hang on, that's my friend Terry?
It's like, just in case people are sitting and there's a man beside them going, oh, look at that. Wait a minute.
I wonder why you
Hold
were
up the
covered
sign
in
and just
dirt.
printed with the word wanted at an angle.
The way he snuck out of jail last time was they rolled him up in a carpet and carried him out, and that's where the idea for a burrito came from.
Must have been a pretty wide tunnel, though, to get his sombrero through.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate.
Have you said national act?
Ladies and gentlemen, the new host of Top Gear.
How has internet pornography been put to good use recently?
This is the tortoise, isn't it?
tortoise,
the tortoise.
yes.
This tortoise went. Well, two tortoises made a run for it, didn't they?
Tortoise?
I don't think it is, but...
You maybe, is it not tortilla?
So these two tortoises, one of them returned very soon, but the other one had gone walkabout. They weren't sure what it was. So this family, the kids, suggested that they play this YouTube clip of two tortoises like going at it, and then they played the sounds into the garden, and then eventually this tortoise came back.
The family decided to play tortoise. There's scenes on YouTube, like nature documentary type footage of tortoises making love.
Sweet, wrinkly love.
Slow, careful, precarious love.
Really slow.
Slow.
By the time they get to the money shot, the currency's changed.
Baby, this is in drachma. We can show you a small...
Yes!
This is it. You'll see some scenes of quite serious tortoise-on-tortoise action. The man tortoise get quite excited, and then you'll see the response of the lady tortoise, which is quite beautiful. Let's have a look at some beautiful images of tortoises at love.
What end's that?
Yes.
I know that that's tortoises. I know that that's tortoises, but can you see what it's like from our point of view now?
At the end of that, we're in Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first topic is unlikely lines from a blockbuster movie.
I cannot hold her, Captain! I cannot hold her! Oh, no, hang on, I'll put her in the cup holder until she cools down.
Luke, I am your father. I think your mum went for about 3 stormtroopers before me.
Good news, Lord Vader. The rebels have voted 55 to 45 to stay within the Empire.
I am Thor, protector of Asgard, god of thunder, and I have lost my hammer. Great hell, where in this Wix can I buy a new one?
Nobody puts baby in a coma.
Is it raining? I hadn't noticed. And now over to Stuart with the sport.
You're right, Frodo. This is an unexpected journey. We're on a replacement bus service.
You know what? I never liked Private Ryan. I say fuck him.
In a dystopian future, one lone man emerges intent on destruction. For more on the budget, tune in to Newsnight at 10.
Say hello to my little friend. This is Warwick Davis.
I see dead people all the time. I work at Dignitas.
In all the Weatherspoons in all the world, he had to walk into mine. Tall fella, answered to the name of Dara. Said I'd recognize him from the back of a megabus.
This is the furthest outreaches of the universe, Alpha Centauri. How did they get to host the World Cup?
Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? It's just very difficult to tell you've got a lazy eye.
I'm afraid it's bad news, Dumbledore. The Ofsted inspectors have arrived.
They brought the dinosaurs back to life. Welcome to the best exotic Marigold Hotel.
What's wrong, Batman? Well, Robin's dead. Catwoman just dragged him in and tore his guts out and left him at the foot of me bed.
Ant-Man! It's me, Deckman.
OK, the next topic is unlikely things to hear on a travel programme.
Look at these wide, sandy beaches. Fantastic. And we're almost certain the Ebola has now gone.
And the most wonderful thing about a trip to China is you get the opportunity to meet the child that made your trousers.
Yeah, I said it.
Southend is a lot like Las Vegas. It's the only other place in the world where you can play for sex with chips.
This is Taiwan. I've given him a number because I can't pronounce his name properly.
I'm Danny Dyer, and welcome to Italy's quaintest vineyards.
Now, if you are travelling to America, remember to pack some anti-sickness tablets, because this is where Piers Morgan lives.
Running, cycling, rock climbing, you'll do anything to get out of this shithole.
The accommodation, the weather, the food, all of these wonderful things help you to forget how smelly the locals are.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Today we got a flavour of Thailand with just a little bit of Iraq. I'm in a branch of Thai-Rak.
This week, I'm in Kyrgyzstan, answering your questions, like, how do you spell it and where the fuck is it?
So, here we are in Lewisham. Now, it is a very impoverished area, but there's a lot to see and do if what you like seeing and doing is crime.
This truly is the best way to see Portsmouth, while looking at a picture of it when you're in Paris.
I'm almost certain my producer has got this wrong. I'm on a train to Leighton with a load of football fans. This is the Orient Express.
Something about travel.
Yeah, I said it.
This is Keflavik, one of Iceland's oldest geezers. You all right, mate?
When you arrive, why not try island hopping, or as it's also known as river dance?
When you travel, it's important to immerse yourself in the culture. So here I am in Malia, being fingered outside the Lammen flag.
That's the end of the show. This week's winners are Ramesh Ranganathan, Sarah Pascoe and Rob Beckett. Commiserations to Ed Byrne, Hugh Dennis and Ed Campbell. Thanks for watching. I'm Darrell Breen. Good night. Thank you.